Welcome back in the video. Today we're on the Epic 7 channel. We're going to be looking at one of their shorts they did upload going into the brand new year, right? As you see at the bottom, later 2024, hello 2025. So let's get right into it, right? Very, very important information in here, right? So I've talked about this before. I think before FCC got her buff as well. Definitely before OPSIC, but I'm pretty sure it was OPSIC and FCC left. I could be wrong. Or I did it after FCC buff. Don't really remember. But honestly, this short is just talking about how 2024 was, showing what went on and all that good stuff, right? Nice to see. Very, very nice to see. But at the end of the short, they do show 2025 stuff, such as brand new characters, buffs, that criteria. As you see here, we do see OPSIC, right? We'll let this go through. You see, obviously, Aiden. You see FCC. You do see Wretched Rose. But did you see it? Did you see it? I'm pretty sure you did, right? So let's go over here. We see Teiyu, right? They obviously teased Teiyu coming out, right? They did show Laika, Teiyu, FCC. FCC got reworked / buffed. Look at her now, right? OPSIC recently just got buffed, right? Keep that in mind. Kid Aiden obviously came out in that year as well. Obviously, she wasn't the greatest, but, you know, still good nonetheless. Can I put? And there you go. Our girl, Laika. So we have about 2 months, two months and a half left for 2025. Which means in terms of balance patches, we have 2 more. So we should get one potentially within the next couple weeks or so, right? So that would be end of October. After that, we have the next one in November. And then technically we have one at the end of December. But I'm pretty sure that doesn't go live until January. So therefore, we have 2 more battle patches for the rest of the year, and that is it. There's no more. Which means our girl, Architect Laika, should be potentially inside of the next battle patch. If not the one this month, it should be the one next month, right? Because again, OPSIC already got buffed. FCC got buffed. We got Teiyu, Kid Aiden, Wretched Rose. Now it's literally just Architect Laika, which honestly, she may be very, very good if the buff does go very, very well. Now, I would say FCC's buff was insane. OPSIC, her buff didn't look that great on paper when we first saw it, but obviously she's pretty good now, right? She's actually usable. She is viable. Actually picked compared to beforehand, where she wasn't really that great. Does OPSIC need another buff? I don't know. I have no idea how I feel about it. I definitely would like to see another buff, but I think she is 1 buff away from being overtuned. Because I think she's very, very good. All right, we do have her modifications out now. We know her S2 does a lot of damage when it comes to having a barrier, 200%, kind of crazy. On top of that, she does have an EE as well. So they kind of have to be careful with her. Again, I think she's very, very good now. Not OP broken, but she's really, really good, especially in RTA purposes, right? Everywhere else, not so much, but RTA purposes, she's very, very good. But the main reason why I'm going to be excited for Architect Laika is for one main thing. Now, if they keep and stay true to this about Architect Laika, let's go over here and look at it, right? So we come over here and we go over here and look at Architect Laika's skills. So she is a light element, which is already bad in itself because guess what? Bystander Hua Young is just going to beat her up automatically. And let's get into her kit, right? She is going to be a mage as well. She does have a 121 base speed, which is very, very fast, by the way. That is very, very fast. 121 is really nothing to scoff at, right? So the main reason I'm very, very excited about this character is, let's get into her skills. Her S1, she increases combat radius of herself by 20% when she attacks. Pretty good. I like that. Now, S2 confirms the target with a 85% chance each to dispel 2 buffs. It is going to be 100% at max mola, right? From the enemy, and inflicts target for 2 turns. Before granting immunity to the caster for 2 turns and increasing combat radius by 50%. After using this skill, when the enemy is infected with target, increases combat radius of the caster by additional 50%. And she has ignored soul burn on her S2, which means she's a mage. You give her book, she's gonna 100% land the target, which means she will be gaining a 100% CR. Which means she basically has another extra turn, but not really. If there is a unit that has, like, let's say a SAS unit like Renock, she can easily cut in between Because guess what? Architect Laika only does gain 100%, and let's say you're at 101, you will be cutting the Architect Laika. That's just how it works, right? So now the S3 is where it's juicy, because obviously right now we have Lady of the Scales running amok everywhere. The only terms, the units that have like ignore damage share are a handful of units, right? Bystander Hua Young, Yoha, the Hua Young artifact, the Summer Hua Young artifact, right? If you have that. But guess what? That's strictly only for thieves. But this skill right here can change and open the doors to many other things, and I like that. So let's look at it. When everything goes as planned, grants increased attack to the caster for 2 turns. Before attacking all enemies, when the target is not an elite or boss monster, ignores damage sharing. When the enemy is infected with target, penetrates defense by 80%, damage dealt increases proportion to the caster's speed. Now again, all she needs is one little buff. Now in terms of that buff, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how they're going to make this work. Because the only way I really see them buffing her is like giving her an entire team target on her S2. And that's really about the only thing I can see. Because otherwise, I don't know how else they're going to make this character very, very work. I'm very curious to see how her buffs can go. But just seeing that her S3 obviously does have ignore damage sharing. And obviously right now, Lady of the Scales offers 70% offering, right? 70% mit. And it's very, very annoying to fight said that character. She is going to be very, very good if it goes planned. Now, they could technically just remove the concept of being targeted and they just penetrates defense and ignores damage share. That would be actually helping her out quite a bit. Literally, it gets rid of her criteria that needs to be met, which is target. They could go down the route of OpSig, right? Just could really completely get rid of the restriction in terms of needing a barrier. While yes, OpSig doesn't really need a barrier, her S2, right? Let's look at her S2. Specifically her S2 because she got an EE for it, right? So her buff, or her EE, basically if she crits, she will grant an extra turn to her S2, which is very, very good, right? Before, I think she had to kill a unit. I don't really remember what it was before, but I'm pretty sure she had to kill a unit for it to actually activate a turn. But again, I don't really remember. But yeah, depending how they handle this unit, she can be very, very good. We already know she's lined up to get buffed because of that video. So she's either going to be coming within the next couple weeks, or she's going to be coming out next month. Otherwise, let me know down below. What are you guys going to think they're going to do to this character? Are they going to completely rework her? Are they going to remove the criteria? Again, I don't think she needs much, but she can definitely be a menace if they get rid of the targets. If they completely get rid of the target and just lower this to 50% pen for the entire team and ignores damage share for AoE, obviously, that's very, very good. That's very, very good because her damage sucks. Her damage sucks without the target, right? That's why I haven't really used her. I would test her out for you guys. But she's not that hot. I'm saying that right now. But other than that, though, thank you for watching the video. Let me know down below what you guys thought about this character, what they can potentially do with her buff that's potentially going to be coming very, very soon. Other than that, though, peace out.